Jordan Peele is known in the film industry for his daring and innovative filmmaking techniques. Part of what makes his films so successful is their ability to capture a relevant issue that's pervaded everyone's minds. Whether it's white supremacy, animal abuse, or class divide, he's got it covered. In this video, we'll take a look at the short film that captured the Oscar-winning director's attention and how he's involved in this project, starting off with how Jordan Peele got involved in the short film. The American filmmaker is still receiving praise for his 2022 horror flick, Nope. Seen as a groundbreaking cinematic feat, Nope was easily one of the best horror films to come out this year. While many Jordan Peele fans were happy about the film, they were equally upset about having to wait for another Peele flick. Well, they might not have to wait that long, since Peele has already gotten involved in another exciting film project. He recently signed on to become the executive producer of a Bangladeshi short film titled Moshari. The film is being hailed as an eco-horror flick that captures the anxieties of climate change. It's already been praised at different film festivals like Fantasia, Holly Shorts, and Melbourne festivals, and even received the South by Southwest Jury Award. Not only that, but it's also the first Bangladeshi film to qualify for an Oscar. Now you must be wondering what's so great about this film that got the creator of Get Out's attention. Well, the short movie follows the story of two sisters who are trapped in a mosquito net in a post-apocalyptic world. They have to stay inside the net to protect themselves from bloodthirsty creatures. The film gets its title from their only defense, which is the net they're in. With so much success already under its belt, you can only imagine the heights Nuhash Humayun's film will reach, with a renowned filmmaker like Jordan Peele using his company, Monkey Paw Productions, to promote it. The movie can also be viewed for free on Vimeo, following up with Jordan's intentions for the new horror film. While Moshari definitely seems like something the Get Out director would be interested in, why exactly did he choose to produce it? What did he see in it? Well, we have a direct statement from representatives of Monkey Paw Productions. Monkey Paw President Win Rosenfeld and VP of Development and Production Dana Gills both issued a statement on Peele's new project. They claim that Moshari was a unique horror movie that not only was aesthetically filmed, but also was strong when it came to emotions. They added that the film was captivating from the beginning till the end, as it took the viewer inside a dynamic post-apocalyptic world. The pair went on to describe the film as well, calling it a survival story with a monster at the center. Monster-themed post-apocalyptic horror films have become a popular genre, with films like A Quiet Place coming out. But this one's set in an entirely new context that's been unexplored in film entirely. Monkey Paw Productions have joined this project for how it offers a fresh take on horror and expressed how grateful they are to be a part of it. While the director of the film, Nuhash Humayun, was a Sundance Screenwriting Fellow, he's mostly self-taught when it comes to filmmaking. He not only directed the film, but also wrote, produced, and did the editing. Having a filmmaker who has been hailed as the next Alfred Hitchcock on his side means that we'll be seeing a lot of Humayun's visions from now on. Moving on to another famous Oscar winner backing this South Asian horror movie. It's not only the director of Us and Get Out who signed on to be the executive producer for Moshari. Apparently, Riz Ahmed has also signed on to executive produce the film using his production company, Left-Handed Films. Riz is also known for tackling various social issues through his art. Just last year, his short film, The Long Goodbye, won an Oscar in the Best Short Film category. The film showed the impacts of a strict immigration policy and the life of an immigrant in general. Ahmed issued a statement on his website explaining why he joined Moshari's team. He stated how captivated he was by the director's vision and the subject of the movie. He claimed that it tapped into his subconscious fears of having a monster under the bed and also featuring a post-apocalyptic nightmare. The Sound of Metal star added that the film not only tackled climate change, but also the horrors of colonialism. He explained that what made the film work were the jump scares and the bond between the two sisters, which acted as a strong emotional core for the film. The American actor expressed his excitement for being on board with the project and was grateful that he would get to share his story with the rest of the world. Many fans are wondering whether Jordan Peele and Riz Ahmed would help Moshari turn into a feature film, but it seems they're waiting for it to reach the Oscars first. Let's take a look at the American director's new podcast.
Imagine having the power to tell people how to feel, make them angry.
With the Twilight Zone reboot and Moshari, it seems that Jordan is trying to revive the horror genre as a whole. While it's true the genre never died, it doesn't get the same amount of respect as the other more sophisticated genres. Peele's now venturing into a new media that has a significant following of horror fans. Yes, Jordan Peele is now producing a horror podcast called The Quiet Part Loud. Monkey Paw Productions is co-producing the podcast along with Gimlet Media. Under Peele's guidance, the podcast will feature 12 new episodes, all starring the Tony Award-winning actor and and Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright Tracy Letts. While speaking to Dax Shepard, an armchair expert, the American filmmaker explained his newly found interest in podcasts. He mentioned that he wanted to explore how you can make something scary just through audio, and that's something he did in his new project, Quiet Part Loud. He also added that the story of the podcast was only something he could tell through sound, and that's also why he chose this medium. Mimi O'Donnell is going to fill in the shoes of the director with this podcast. From an overview of the podcast, it seems like a classic Peele story. It follows a disgraced radio host who's on a mission to investigate the disappearance of Muslim teens from Staten Island. He's described as a racist as well, who soon discovers ancient American evil that takes his investigation to a nasty and scary place. Following up with more of Jordan Peele's plans for Quiet Part Loud, the actor-turned-director explained more in his interview with Dax Shepard about his intentions for the new podcast. He explained that he wanted to make it the scariest podcast of all time. Now that's definitely ambitious. Many critics believe that this podcast just seems like a continuation of his Twilight Zone reboot, since every project of his has to tackle a social issue. So does this one. Jordan explained that his inspiration behind the lead character of the show was the extreme right-wing pro-Trump hate that you see everywhere nowadays. He added that it's something that's been for years and pollutes everything it touches. While speaking about the sound element, he described how the creature, or rather the ghost in this podcast, uses sound to possess the lead character portrayed by Tracy Letts. He claimed that what makes this even scarier is that the listeners then have to use their imaginations to think about what the monster could look like, since its sound was so terrifying already. The American filmmaker admitted that he was quite late to join the genre of podcasts, but he insisted that using sound was always the main tool in horror movies. He claimed that now when the visuals are removed, it makes the audio even scarier and pays homage to Campfire Tales. Well, we can't wait to see what he does with it next. Wrapping up with a lovely Christmas present Peele sent to his BFF, legendary game developer Hideo Kojima, who's worked on games like Metal Gear, Snatcher, Police Knots, Zone of the Enders, and Death Stranding, recently became a Jordan Peele fan after watching all of his films. The two have struck up a friendship after he interviewed Peele for his Brain Structure podcast. Well, the two are such great friends that the director of Us and Get Out decided to give Hideo an early Christmas present. The video game director posted a picture of all of his gifts from Peele on Twitter. He had received a signed copy of the Japanese version of Get Out, a t-shirt, and a creepy doll. These recent tweets between the two legends have fans speculating if a video game collaboration or film collaboration is in the works between the two. This wouldn't be the first time Hideo has ventured into the film business. He previously had a project with Guillermo del Toro on remaking Silent Hill, but that got canceled. So now fans are left wondering if the two are ready to work on something big together. And with that, that's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Jordan and Ahmed's new project? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see ya in the next one.